Holy.
I just wait until this night is dead. Is he gone? Oh, oh, oh. Ooh. Shit. Oh, no, no. Shit. Shit. Oh, shit. What? Oh, come on. I'm doomed. Oh, I got no flasks anymore. Oh no. Oh, come on. He's too high. Ah, you know what? I go for Sacred Blade. Hey, special Bale. I'm not there. I'm not on Drag Peak yet. Bale. Terror incarnate. What is he saying? Whoa. Uh-oh. So many of them. I've never watched The Wire. Wait, it sounds familiar, but I don't know. What is the Wire? TV series? I think I've heard of it, but I don't know. Oh my goodness. Okay, the dragon is gone. Thank God. Why are you asking, Special? Specialite. Special? I just call it Special. Oh, there's an item. Hmm. Rune arc. Okay. It's well written with themes and characters in a way you might appreciate. Oh. Okay, sounds great. I might look into that. But why do you think I would appreciate that these themes and characters? Why is this Savage Lines? Oh, no, that's why. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. That you like the videos. It's really hard to extract the repeating patterns, you know. And that's the reason why I'm doing another playthrough. Because with every playthrough, it seems like okay, some level designs and their themes become clearer and clearer and clearer. But it's incredibly time consuming. But I don't have anything else to do, so I chose Elden Ring as my purpose right now, and I really want to do more videos. It's just I want to provide the best result as possible, and but it's just I'm not finished yet with diving deeper and deeper and deeper. It's like I made these videos because I was already convinced of those for the most part. But at the same time, I'm still in the progress. Okay, we got one of those without a head. So these are pretty... Whoa. Damn. Whoops. The DLC seems a bit special, you know? And I think it helps... And I think we should first observe most of the base game, because I think what the DLC does is... I think a lot what we find in the DLC is actually... So all the references and repeating patterns and themes in the base game, I think, revolve around the story between the Knight of the Black Knight, they revolve around the events in the current Erdtree era, while I think the DLC actually contains, for the most part, patterns, themes, references, and allusions to the Farum Azula era and the past. Not only, but I think a lot. So, but it's something that I only realized a few weeks ago. Actually, I think my plan right now is to doing this playthrough, and after the playthrough, I will again start some more direct analysis and lore research again, and at the same time, I probably just document my thoughts and interpretations and observations in some kind of wiki, because you know I want to make it accessible for everyone else too, and maybe a wiki might be the best way to provide accessibility to this theory. You know, I wish the community as a whole would work on it. But that will never happen, that it seems, but yeah, who knows. Because sometimes my videos might not be up to date. I try to be as accurate as I can, but sometimes I have to correct myself a little bit. But when it comes to the big picture, I think I'm pretty much on point. But some details might differ a little bit sometimes. For example, I thought the Jaren is a Radagon parallel. I just noted that in one of my videos, just as a side fact, but I lately realized that Jaren might actually be a Godfrey parallel, so these are some minor details that might be not correct in my videos, but it's something that means natural progress, I would say. I mean, if you have any questions, you can always ask me too. If you want just hear some of my thoughts, you can reach out to me on my Discord as well. The name Fort of Reprimand is a little bit weird. Yeah, the ambiguity that they are implementing is kind of insane. But I think that's what their design is all about. I think so. And it's just that I think the right perspective and the first, like, I think something like the realization of we are Godwyn. It's just the starting point, which opens, and the approach and the perspective that I tried to explain. I think it's just the starting point and opens up so much more, and we are not done yet. There's just too much that we still have to analyze. And I wish others would join me, or, yeah. But then again, I mean, in the end, these are just interpretations, and if people, or I mean, there are no proofs, of course, but I'm firmly convinced, and I think for a reason. The sky is so weird, changing a lot. Four smithing stone 8. I think From Software just created its own language in which they're telling the story, and item placement. I think item placement is incredibly underestimated. And character parallels as well. And icons and their symbolic meaning. I read an interview a few days ago. They are even starting. Wait, what? Blessed bone shard 4 times. Is that a guaranteed drop? So in CGN World, there's an interesting interview, for example, where they start with a map design, then they start with characters, and then they also have a team for the icons. So they have a team for the map, they have a team for the characters, and then they have a team for the icons as well. And they also said that they're trying to implement information, for example, in the icon itself, in a visual form, and which is not in the flavor text, for example. Yeah, whatever. I'm repeating myself, I think. What do you think about the voice or perspective of the item descriptions? Is objective, reliable information, or is it historical and subjective? Good question. I haven't thought about that too much. 3 dew gem. 3 dew gem. I don't think there is a specific narrator. I think you might want to break the fourth wall, and I think the narrator is like From Software itself or Miyazaki, and that the text is is meant to contain allusions, parallels, and references, and you have to read between the lines, in my opinion. It's just I stopped to read and see everything in an immersive way. I think it's more like a visual riddle that we have. It's hard to describe. I see it first and foremost like a riddle. Behind the Fort of Reprimand. Fort of Reprimand. Isn't it strange that we even got a Sides of Grace up there for no reason? I think it's a little bit unnecessary. Oh. Oh shit. It's a possible entrance, true, but okay, maybe that's why, because it's an entrance, yeah. So in that sense, because I think it's all supposed to be some kind of riddle and those flavor text contains allusions and references, I think it's not like objective. It's yeah, in a way subjective. It's because they are allusions and references and contain ambiguity and double meanings. But intentionally, you know? And therefore, I think taking everything literal and at face value, I think it's just the wrong way. It depends a little bit on your own perspective. What's the right way in the end? That's something else. Last bone shard, 1. Some will say it's an objective narrator and you have to take everything at face value. That's not my point of view, but everyone how he likes. Yeah. It kind of makes sense. For example, if you will play something like Skyrim, for example, it makes I would say yes, of course. You should read it objectively and take it all at face value and take it literally. But Elden Ring is not a Skyrim. Oh shit. Oh, I got the wrong Lion's Claw. I got not the Savage Lion's Claw. Adred, what's that name? I've never seen that he got name. Adred. Oh shit. Let's see what the name Edred means. It sounds a bit strange. Edred. Oh, it's pointed directly on the suppressing pillar. Interesting. Battlefield Priest's Cookbook. Mm. Festive Greece. There's something weird about the festive Greece. But special, what did you like the most about the story that I've laid out so far, and that you think it's sounds like the George R. R. Martin story? Yeah, the wing move is interesting, right? Oh, festive Greece 2 times. What's up with festive Greece in this place? The first few times I visited the DLC, I never really understood what this fort is about. I'm still wondering. It got some Castle Morn vibes, but I don't know. Especially because of these bloody tables. When it comes to mid, yeah, I'm a bit unsure. I think it probably has something to do with the Elden Beast and America, probably, in form of a parallel reference. You know, I when it comes to the DLC, I don't see anything as literally existing in the lands between. I know a lot of people are disliking this perspective, but that's my take. Or in the end, I don't really mind. I'm more interested in the parallels and in the end. And I don't think that's what they are about too. And the Rune of the Unborn, I don't have an idea too. It's just, I mean, it's strange that it looks like it could be related to Melania's rune because it shares a similar design, but it's, yeah, I don't know. Oh, 3 Spirit Gravestone. What are these items? Seven smithing stones. 7. Hmm. 8 smithing stones. What? Okay. Did I miss something? I think he was a, yeah, he was a chest. Flame Drag Talisman. Five red flesh mushroom. Blessed bone shard. Three blessed bone shards. These guys drop blessed bone shards in here. Oh, a fucking ghost glowfort. Eight throwing daggers. A broken rune. Another broken rune. What's up with these broken runes? Oh, that's where I came from. Yeah, that's all. There are a lot of corpses. RJ knows it. Iris of Occultation. That is as dark as night. Place on the eye of another deny them light in all its forms can also be used to receive the blessing of an equipped great rune. To intensify the fears of their flock to magnificent effect. Is flock a typical term in this context? Yeah? Okay. Another broken rune. What's up with these broken runes? Broken and faded, threatening to dissipate entirely. Six not racing. And America's rune. That's definitely an interesting place for America's rune. brilliance of Cremaker's grace blinds even the very best. To meet a congregation? What's a congregation? Ah. But I think I know what you mean. Oh, and we end up with a grave again. All right, all right. And again with direct view on the suppressing pillar. Masma soldier ashes. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell. One soldier wields an axe while the other wields a spear. Both of them are adept at charge attacks. These soldiers belonged to the ignoble panel battalion and were buried hidden from the shadow tree's sight. Why were they hidden from the shadow tree's sight? I have the strange suspicion that the Mesmer soldiers, I said it before, I think Mesmer soldiers are probably parallel to the Tarnished. It's Penis Battalion. Battalion. Pina Battalion. I start to get the feeling that this fort is about the slaughter of the Tarnished in some way. And there are souls who are being suppressed. Suppressing pillar. America's Rune, speaking of brilliance that blinds even the very best. And we got even 2 items 8 times placed, which I connected to confrontation between Godfrey and Radagon. Yeah, hanged Mesmer soldiers too. Is there anything else here? No. Yeah, that's it, I think. It might even be the reason why we found Mesmer soldiers' axes on the tables, on those bloody tables even. It might even be the only place with omen killers, yeah. I'm not sure, but I don't think they appear often in the DLC. I wonder why there were placed 6 not resin. I'm still wondering about the number 6. So, guys, I think we're done. But I could... Oh, there's still something on the outer side, I think. Can I jump down here? Or do I die? Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh. Mm. I was thinking about losing your head. Do you guys think they designed some characters with the idiom losing your head in mind? I was just wondering because there's an abductor virgin here without a head. Besides they're scary as fuck, they are pretty rare too. Oh, what do we get? Shadow Realm Rune 2, Shadow Realm Rune 2, 5 broken runes. Bruh. Four broken runes, 2 Shadow Realm Rune 1, and 1 Shadow Realm Rune 4. Oh my god. Hmm. Yeah, but there's still an item over there. 8 smithing stone 6. Another item placed 8 times. Oh, Blessing of America. You know I will make it for a fun little stream. What, RJ? I think we're done here. Elioka. I think I will leave this area for now and will head towards Jagged Peak to get this map for one. If we spend an entire stream asking Grog, oh my god, about the meaning of literally every single item, enemy, furniture placement you find, yeah, we will end up with nonsense. I mean, it would be entertaining, maybe. Yeah, sure. Do you know what's even more crazy? So, if you're a YouTube creator, YouTube has a function for YouTube creators in which an AI is creating video ideas with an AI generated idea and short summarization of what the video could be about with an AI generated thumbnail and title. It's absolute crazy, and it's based on what you already produced on your channel. Yeah. Do you want to see how it looked like? Yeah, we could generate it. Let's just generate the rest of the Godfrey series with AI. So where is it? Isn't it here anymore? Oh, there. No. I can't find it anymore. Where is it? It might be that they've taken this off. I don't know. I can't find it anymore. Never mind. Yeah, that sounds incredibly horrible, and it's not. It doesn't sound horrible. It is horrible because the results are just nonsense. In regard to my theory and videos, for example, it would be terrifying and just bullshit. But for some content creators who are just yapping and creating nonsense videos anyway, it's not on YouTube anymore. I've seen it a few weeks or a month ago, but I don't know if it's still on YouTube anymore. Is it strange? No whatsoever. You know, ChatGPT, like AI, is feeded with what it finds online. It's not thinking or anything. If 99 people are saying we are not Godwyn, and one guy is saying we are Godwyn, the AI will respond with we are not Godwyn. It's just the AI is just repeating what it reads online and what it is feeded with. We are entering a second dark age of no critical thinking.
Righteous tarnished. What brings you here? I am much obliged. I can hardly believe it. He's divested himself of his very eye. Tender Mikkela's eye is no mere morsel of flesh. It is a vessel of soaring grace. Proof of his Empyrean lineage. I wonder, does Mikkela the Kind intend to sever his very birthright? His fate as a child of the Earth Tree?
Guys, don't trust in ChatGPT or AI. If you want to do serious research or so, you shouldn't trust AI.
Righteous tarnish concerning Kind Mikkela's intentions. Why he is here. The full picture is yet to coalesce, but we do know that he is bound for the Tower of Shadow, and that is where he intends to rise to true godhood. The Tower of Shadow houses a divine gateway. A well-kept secret it was, but the gateway was once the birthplace of a god we know all too well.
Welcome. I love for you.
Yeah, you like fighting things. Okay, I know.
Righteous time.
Yeah. Okay, okay. So it's not sure if they will ever get to the point where you could call it an AGI, but okay, let's see. It's inspiration tab under the content section. Yeah, that's what was what it's called. Inspiration. Content tab. Let's see. Yeah, but it's not there anymore. Can remember seeing it, but Yeah, it might be that they disabled this in the browser or even in the EU. I don't know. It doesn't show up on my YouTube studio. Sharp gravel stone. The scale of an ancient dragon that has supped on the blood of lesser dragons. You know what I just realized is that so of which dragon are these sharp gravel stones? Because it's also called an ancient dragon. But if it's from Bale, Bale could be considered an ancient dragon because he's called an ancient dragon here in this description. Bale. Ah, shit. Oh, I'm not doing much damage. Oh. Yeah. Shit. What? Can you please fall down? Yeah, too early. Oh shit. Oh my goodness. Oh. Let me hit that motherfucker. Stand still, for fuck's sake. Oh shit. You know what? You know what I'm doing? I think I just level up the Dragon Katana because it's cool anyway. But with what is it scaling? Right, wait. There we go. Or it's a quality weapon as well. That's nice. It fits our build.
Well, I took you for no matter.
Yeah, it took me for dead, I know. No. Got no runes.
Back already, no matter.
Should I level up? Should I level it up like on max? I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I max it? Whatever, let's go. Let's go for a dragon hunt. Bro, this... See, like... It looks a little bit ridiculous how long this thing is. But the pattern is quite interesting. Wait a second. Is there something on this pattern? Can't really recognize anything. Dragon Moon Slash. Let's go. That was quite easy. Got him. Hey, camel. What up? Aaron. I am Aaron. Solid. Dragon scale flesh. A lump of hot flesh carved from beneath the inverted scales. Said to grow on aged dragons. I mean, these definitely look like gravel stones, right? Why does it say inverted scales? When ingested as is, boosts vigor, endurance, strength, and dexterity at the cost of gradual HP loss. By the way, the effect here of the dragon scale flesh, it's exactly the same effect that the Radagon's Scour and Saw Seal has, by the way. I think it's another hint to the fact that Radagon has a strong relationship to dragons in some way. To the Drake Warriors, there's no more intoxicating liquor than the heat of dragons. But these Wyvern obviously contain like gravel stones in them. Kinda lost. Oh, it's a claymore. Claymore coated smoldering corpse. I have to say, Jack Peak in general contains a lot of those smoldering corpses. And there are a lot of those with a claymore, and some with a battle axe. Some others as well. Dragon's color bloom. From the hearts of dead warriors who oft partook of the dragon communion. It even looks like color, gravel stone on these flowers. And additionally, it's like the icon of the Altaria leaves. The description of hot blood is also similar to the boiling blood mentioned in the Altaria leaves. Holy. This one is coated with with a rapier. I wonder if it's pointing to something down there. And Greater Potentate's Cookbook. I have the red lighting pot, okay. But still. The rapier is kind of strange. Is that Living and Death Beastman performing Dragon Communion? Yeah, I don't know. I actually think the Dragon Communion is nothing really special. I think there's a more general concept behind. I think maybe they were just devouring other beings in general, you know? And that is what they and maybe it's that what turns them into beasts. Hi Morgino. What do you think about the usually gravity-related items are found where rot is at least in the base game? Gravity is strange. I don't know. I was thinking about the idea that gravity might be related to maybe to souls that are to a bunch of souls who are merged together or grafted, or who are like falling in together. Can't really say. But it could also be that gravity is related to suppressing something. I realized that the shackles of Morgoth and Morg, I don't know if these are actually gravity related. So maybe the gravity theme is actually related to suppressing souls or so. That's how I am interpreting it right now. I don't know if there's anything else. I mean, for the most part, gravity is associated with Astals. It's the battle axe. So until now we found 2 Dragon Color Bloom on smoldering corpses that I associate with Godfrey. Because the Claymore and the Battle Axe are something that I associate with Godfrey. No items? No items at all. So one of them is way stronger, isn't it? That one is way stronger than the other one. Was the other one... What the... Was the other one not using lightning or so? Was it just a normal Wyvern?
Warrior true, if ever one there was. A fellow Drake warrior. Egon. Piteous Egon. Do you not remember? Conjure your past. How once you were. When fear was yet foreign to you.
Godwyn pattern? What do you mean by the Godwyn pattern? I mean the blue cloth?
Drake warrior, dear friend, grant me this one wish. Take this finger, my finger, scale the jagged peak, face Baal the Dread, and when you do, summon me. Summon my soul. My limbs are limbs no more. My heart is twice over filled with fear. But a Drake warrior I remain. And my soul yet lies on the mountain.
Okay. This is one of three situations in which I think there is an illusion behind regarding a specific finger. This is so what we got here is a Drake warrior, or someone who is in some way related to Dragon Communion, maybe. And he is like giving us his finger. And for some strange reason, we already had a Drake Communion related character who was also severing his own finger. It was Yura in the Second Church of America. And I don't think it's coincidence. We got two cases in which a Dragon Communion related character is in some way giving away one of his fingers. And Night Rain, I think Night Rain contains the same reference and the same illusion in The Undertaker's Remembrance, where it is also about a specific character's finger. Yeah, Vare took a finger, but there are 3 situations where someone is like giving away a finger of himself in some way. It's Yura in the Second Church of America, it's Igon in the DLC here, and in Night Rain we got the Undertaker's Remembrance, where we throw away the Night Lord's finger. And I don't know if you guys believe me, but I have a theory that I'm really convinced of, and it's a theory about the so in all of those 3 cases, Yura divesting himself of a finger, Igon giving us his finger, and the Night Lord's finger that has been thrown away in some way. In all of these 3 cases, I think it's the same reference to the same character. And in all of those 3 cases, I think it's actually about Radagon's finger. It's actually about one of Radagon's fingers. I think it's actually about one of Radagon's fingers, which ends up in the Chapel of Anticipation. I think in all of those 3 cases, it's actually about one of Radagon's fingers that finds its way through the Finger Maiden, which finds its way to the Chapel of Anticipation, and which we actually pick up with the message that it is supposed to lead, that it comes from those who came before to lead those who came were supposed to come after. It is a relic of those who come before, left to help those who would come after. Yeah, that is what it says. And if you ever wondered why the Undertaker's Remembrance in Night Rain is so fucking strange, then it's about the Elden Lord Radagon, who divested himself of one of his fingers, which is supposed to end up in the Chapel of Anticipation to, in some way to manipulate us to become Elden Lord. I think Radagon can be considered tarnished, in some way. Because the story goes, because the story reaches way, way back in the to the past. And I think Igon is actually also a Radagon parallel. The same goes for Yura. And the same goes for the Night Lord in Night Rain. I think the story of Radagon, Marika, and Godfrey, or Renna, started in the very distant past, even in the Farum Azula era. On what we have and as actual textual evidence, there is almost nothing in regard to Radagon, of course, but it's what I believe. Okay, another one. Does he also have a weapon? Yeah. Is it again a claymore? No, it's a rapier again. And isn't it strange? Like, we got Yura and Eleonora, which is wearing the red Drake Knight set. And it's the same situation in which Yura is divesting himself or severing a finger. And here we got Bale and Aegon, in which Aegon is giving us his finger. So it's not exactly the same, but I think there's the same idea behind of this, of these themes. This is situation in the second Church of Marika. I think it's actually represents the moment of the shattering. So in some way, Eleonora is Marika's soul who took over Radagon's body to shatter, Radagon and herself. And I think that's why she is, for one, a reference and parallel to Marika as the woman in the black hood, but contains like a Drake Knight set with red dragon parts, because it's in some way she's inside of Radagon. You know, like on the outside she might depict Radagon or references to Radagon, but I think she's supposed to reference Marika as the woman in the black hood, or the Glowmite Queen, or Rena, however you want to call her. But it's the moment of the shattering. I think what you see in the second Church of Marika in Yura's questline. And after the shattering, Radagon is divesting himself of one of his fingers, which then ends up in the Chapel of Anticipation, and is one of those things that are supposed to manipulate us into become the next Elden Lord. So it's again the Claymore, I think. Yeah. 8 red Fulgur Bloom. It's all about Godfrey. I don't think that the twin theme is primarily linked to Godwyn. In some cases maybe, but not primarily, I think. I don't know if it's even related to a specific character in general. I don't think Melina is the Glowmite Queen. I think it was Marika, and Melina is inheriting one of her eyes, probably. Why do you think Yura might be a Godfrey parallel? Radagon is way more dragon related in my opinion. And it's just in the end, all the details fit way better to references to Radagon. At least for me, to me. Another Claymore. And it's another Claymore, okay. And another Claymore. One Shadow Tree fragment. Yeah, he warns against it, but he was in his past he was a dragon hunter in some way, because that's where he knows Eleonora from. I think there were like hunting dragons in the past. I think it's alluded to in some of his dialogue somewhere, or at least that they fought together. You mean he's not using dragon communions incantations, but oh, we're already at the ancient dragon. Okay. Or up here. Let's go. Oh my goodness, the water is awful. Maybe I should bait him towards one of those places where no water is. Oh shit. Torrent, go. Santa sucks. Oh, the explosion is huge. Damn. And I think I have to say this was my first thought as well. Like this, the branching that it's referring to the upper end of those spears, of these huge spears. Oh shit! Can't change my talismans right now. Oh my goodness. What? Oh, I think he might be even harder than Bale. I don't think that Lanciax is using branch spears. She's only using the glaive, I think. But I'm not sure. It might be that she's using one of the spears too. I can't remember, to be honest. How are you supposed to fight this dragon for real? It feels like this katana's the only way. Yeah, sure, mate. No. I've been changed with talismans. Oh, I don't have the +2 yet. Oh. Oh, that one's better. Is it charged? Yeah, it's charged, okay. I mean, I was almost done with him, so I think I've done pretty well. Maybe this time. shit. Oh my. I have the exact same thoughts, Camel. There might be something going on that we just do not understand yet. I don't see shit. Uh-oh. Oh, he's water. Shit. Got him. Woohoo. Woohoo. So what is he wearing? Coated with, I mean. Another claymore. All of these are Godfrey related. I mean, see those sharp gravel stones? I mean, they are definitely on those wyvern. Maybe these are gaining gravel stones for some reason because they are eating other dragons. Oh, Torrent, please. Oh, I'm doomed. What kind of weapon is he holding? Is he holding any weapon? Igon's cookbook. Yeah, I think it's a dagger. I can't see anything. Or come on! These things are so resistant to everything. This should be the dagger. It's just scaled up in its size. So, yeah. No, I recognize that it's a dagger because of the hilt. Or is it? Is it a dagger? I think so. I think I've seen the same hilt. Wait. Yeah, it's this one. It's just scaled up. So it's just the model size was just increased, I think. Because I've seen this in the base game as well. This Igon's cookbook, which we found on here, Dragon Communion Flesh. Contains details on how a mere mortal can fell a mighty dragon. A lump of animal flesh with a heat that never cools. And it has the same effect like the Radagon's scar on Sword Seal. Almost the same. It boosts the same stats. An imitation of dragon's scale flesh created by human hands. Used to sate the hunger of Drake warriors, if only briefly. Now, what do you need to... So, to me, it seems like most of the corpses, those smoldering corpses, they contain a rapier, claymore, or battle axe, and I think all of these probably refer to Godfrey. But the one with the dagger and Igon's cookbook is probably referring to Radagon. And this one, again with the dragon color bloom, is... Oh, that's a special one. So, yeah, this path in general, this path is crucial because I think it's referring to something really important. And what this one is holding is one of those Sunrealm swords. You can't see it. Fuck. Yeah, it's the sword that the Sunrealm soldiers are usually using. It's not an obtainable sword. And I think it's quite important because there's another smoldering corpse in here with a dagger. Should be somewhere over here, and it becomes incredibly calm. You might have noticed that the storm is gone. And that the shadow tree is really good visible now. So, and here is another one with a dagger. And usually you go up this place over here, or somewhere over here. And yeah, somewhere over here should be the perspective of the painting, Domain of Dragons, I think, or what it's called. I think it's called Domain of Dragons. Associated with Sunrealm? I think all of them are associated with Sunrealm. I think the story began in the Sunrealm and Farmer Azula era. And, at least that's what I think, you know? I think that the story goes back incredibly far. And I think the DLC is revolving a lot about past events, actually. Yeah, that's what the Turtle Pope was saying, yeah. There is a weapon under this wing that you can't see. But I can't free cam right now. Does he not have a weapon with him? Is this a Falchion? I think it is. And this one's holding a battle axe. Battle axe and Falchion again, isn't it? Yeah. Do you guys think you should already try Bale? Oh, I missed the map somehow. What? Or is it the map of this one over here? Oh, I think the map is actually here in the on the southern coast, isn't it? I think this is probably the Abyssal Woods map. Am I wrong? I'm in Germany, yeah. Gesundheit. It's 11 p.m. right now. I should go to sleep as well soon. The all-nighter lore stream. I don't have to wake up that early tomorrow, so I'm fine. But I won't stream any longer anyway. The only thing I would still wanted to do is maybe to get to the priestess, and then I think I'm done for today. I'm really sorry that you guys have to wait. I will probably produce the next videos only after this playthrough. I was pretty sure there were some items over here, yeah. Or up here. 3 red fulgur blooms. It's just that these videos, they take a lot of time to being produced, and I just want to make them as good as possible and as convincing as possible, you know. And therefore, I just have the feeling that I have to do a lot of research beforehand sometimes. It's just I'm missing something of the big picture, and it's just driving me crazy. It feels like I almost have the big picture, but not yet. And it feels like it has something to do. I think I have to crack the so there are some things in regard to the past, especially the Farm Azula era, which I don't quite understand yet. Some details start to become more recognizable in regard to Godfrey, but for example, I'm pretty sure that Godfrey at some point, I don't know why though, I think that Godfrey at one point guarded Farmer Zilla with Placido socks. It's just that I don't know why, and I don't understand the circumstances. If he was influenced by the Greater Will, or if they guarded the Placido socks and Farmer Zilla on purpose for some reason, together with America. Or Rena, I mean. And I don't know if Rena was part of Placido Sax, or if she was divested. I mean, a separate entity. Because there are some details that I start to recognize. For example, I think, for example, at the end of Bernal's quest, I think Bernal is a Godfrey parallel. That's something that I'm convinced of. And in the very end, I realized that Bernal is guarding the old lord's talisman that is depicting Placidosax with 4 heads. And I realized that this is probably a reference to Godfrey guarding Placidosax in the distant Far Mazula era. And I think there have been circumstances where Radagon, with the powers of a dragon, attacked and invaded Far Mazula, probably killed Godfrey and attacked Placidosax, and Bales the whole parallel in reference to these circumstances, together with the others, like Mesmer and so on. What doesn't make sense to you? What do you mean? And yeah, I really try to make them a little bit movie-like sometimes. I mean, I'm trying to tell a story. That's what I try as well. Like, I do 3D crafting, but also want to tell a story. I think Radagon is heavily linked to Dragon Communion and dragons in general.
Warrior true, picture yourself, feasting upon a dragon's essence, on the throbbing heart of the oldest, vilest dragon of them all. It would be the purest form of communion, the fullest sating of your hunger and your consummation as a dragon whole. Yes, as it should be. Now, seek the jagged peak. There you will find Bale, the oldest and vilest of all dragons, land-bound warrior. Follow your desire and slay the foul beast. Devour its throbbing heart. I will grant you the strength required in the name of my lord, Placidosax.
Wait, what? I mean, Radagon is not Radagon anymore when we fight him, but there's also a difference between those two eras, I think. There's only one detail that I think might be a little hint. For example, that I mean, he's using the attack animation, the same attack animation as the Bolt of Grand Sax, but that's all. I just think that we are supposed to imagine a lot, and sometimes they are just not shown in what we see of them. Yeah, it definitely looks like one of the Baldican's blessing from the design. Godwyn's lightning spear? What do you mean? Nah, fear is not 46. That makes no sense, in my opinion. Yeah, but the light, I think, if I remember correctly, the lightning spear and the knight's lightning spear is you don't jump up into the air, right? At least that's what I remember. Here, the thing with each night the priestess offers her own sleep to her lord. It's such a weird line, and I don't quite understand what that might mean. Yeah, Radagon jumps in the air, yeah. Yeah, but what does it mean offering his own sleep, you know? How does it look like, by the way? Oh, it's lightning. Yeah, it's definitely some kind of cladding yourself in lightning incantation spell thingy. Oh wait, where did I pick this one up? Right over there, I guess. Solidified knot grease. Sharp gravelstone mixture.
Warrior true. In a time long past, Bale turned upon the Dragon Lord. The foul traitor assailed our master and inflicted a grievous wound, only to make a hasty retreat, becoming a sworn enemy of the group. Since that day, Bale and his bloodline, the Drakes, have served as sacrifices for Dragon Communion, land-bound warrior. My lord, Placidusax, has shown your kind what must be done. Seek communion. Sate your boundless appetite. Feel the euphoria over Dragon's essence taking root in your meager frame. In a time long the far becoming a since long but seek the feel. I remember that name well. The broke Drake warrior. driven by bottomless hunger and fiery ambition. Precisely what the Dragon Lord envisaged for men who partake in Dragon Communion. The mad hunger and fierceness of spirit that only flows from those young and short of sight. He rather reminds me of Bale. In fact, such thoughts are unfathomable to ones as old as we. I remember that it broke ribbon.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I think we're done. I think there's one more interesting smoldering corpse behind this dragon here, but that's it. Harpoon. Another harpoon. Possible to go down there? Yeah. Another harpoon. It seems like Aporia is something different than Euphoria. I don't know if they are related, but as far as I know, these are not the same. What is he holding? Battle axe. Dragon Communion Grease. Yeah, but okay, that's it. So I will end here, and next time we start at the Elag River and heading towards the southern coast. But today we're done. I'm probably gonna stream tomorrow. I still have some other stuff to do though. But usually I can't usually I just stream anyway. I mean, where is it? Wave. I don't have like fixed stream times, sadly. It's probably something that you would appreciate, right? If I would have like fixed times. I'm just not the guy who's like I don't have that much structure in my life sometimes. Because if I'm giving myself specific time frames and that I'm streaming, it makes less much fun, you know. I don't know why. Yeah, but right now yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm streaming consistently right now. On most cases, it's like 5 p.m. in European Central Time. Yeah, fixed stream times, like, yeah, exactly. Then it feels like you have to stream, or you have to wait because you wanted to stream later. I don't know. Yeah, but usually it's like in the late afternoon or evening, from the European perspective, at least. Yeah, but good night, guys. I'm gonna go to bed now. I wish you all a good night, and that you sleep well. And we'll probably see us together the next stream, I guess. Good night.